This is Jonathan Pacman Tucker. We're here at Call of Duty World Championships.
Let's start. You got a really cool nickname. Where did you get that from?
Actually, one of my first gaming teams is called Icons of Gaming. So all of us had a game that we named ourselves after. Mine just happened to be Pac-Man.
How did you get involved in esports?
I used to play online in free-for-alls. I thought I was the best until one day somebody beat me. I was like, he can't be better than me. It's impossible. So then I just kept playing him over and over and over again. And then he told me about game battles and MLG, and that's how I got started.
When it comes to Call of Duty, what are the challenges of having them throw a new video game at you every single year?
Oh, you have to adapt like really fast. The players are all really talented, and some people have more time than others, so you have to use your time wisely in order to be at the top soon.
When it comes to Call of Duty Ghosts, how has that been compared to Black Ops 2 from a pro level?
I think that the learning curve in Black Ops 2 is really big. This game's a lot easier than Black Ops 2, which makes it more intense in tournaments because the skill gap is small, so that means any team can win on any day.
What is your strength when it comes to playing Call of Duty?
Mine personally, I think I'm extremely aggressive. I'm always trying to get behind the other team and annoy them. Just trying to be a nuisance and communicate with my team.
When it comes to your team, what do you feel its strength is?
Our run and gun game types are really strong. Our Dom and our Blitz, we hardly ever lose. We have some of the best gun skill in the world.
What is it like playing against teams from all over the world, and how their styles differ from what you're used to?
It's when we play the professional teams from the US, we all have been playing the game for years. So we know, like, oh, he's probably going to be waiting there, or he's going to challenge this gunfight. But when you play people from around the world, you don't know anything about them. So you have to like make the best decision that you think is going to work without a lot of background knowledge. And it's exciting.
How have you seen this tournament evolve over the last couple of years?
Oh, this tournament is really cool. This venue is the biggest that I've seen. Last year was in a smaller place, and this one, it's just, the production value is insane. It's great.
Were you a part of the Call of Duty XP when they did it there?
I was not at the Call of Duty XP. I went to last year's World Championships, and then this is my second time around.
When it comes to picking, pick a favorite map and kind of give us some advice on how to play through it.
My favorite map is probably Octane Dom. I think that you have to trust your teammates on that map more than any other map. You have to rotate, and every single gunfight matters. So it just makes the map really intense, because you can be down by a lot on that map and come back to win. You can't do that on any other map.
When it comes to your favorite weapon, what would that be and why?
The MTAR. The MTAR is my favorite weapon. It's the most stable sub in the game, and you could just do crazy things with it.
Over the course of your career, what's a favorite match that stands out and why?
My favorite match over the course of my career was probably in Modern Warfare 2, and it's crazy. It's a match that I lost. I had never lost before on that game. Really undefeated, like 150-0, and it was a tournament in the finals against Crim6, who's on Complexity now. And I was laying in a plane on terminal, and I got stuck. The game just glitched, and I could not move. And like I was somewhere between angry and confused and upset. So it was like, and then like afterwards, after you lose, you're upset, of course, but then you laughed about it. It's like, how did that just happen? Our first loss was when I get stuck in a plane. It's insane.
How have you seen things evolve when you tell people nowadays that you're a professional video gamer versus back in the early days?
Well, before, if you say, oh, I'm playing games, they're like, oh, you're a nerd. Now it's like, all the companies come in and it's like, oh, this is the fastest growing industry in the world, is the video game industry. And so now people respect it a lot more, especially when you tell them that you could possibly win $100,000 in a couple days. They go, really? Yeah, somebody will.
What role do the types of numbers, like League of Legends had an $8 million pool last year, $1 million here at the Call of Duty event, some huge numbers when you look at all the different esports. How does that help esports as a whole grow?
Any growth from any of the games is huge. Anything that gets people on Twitch and on things like that watching people play is great, because it gets people involved. It's exciting. Once people see the excitement online, they want to come see the excitement in person. And once they do that, people are always hooked, even if they were never into it before. So anything, the big numbers just help generate that excitement, and it'll bring future growth.
What kind of validity do you feel companies like Coke and American Express and HBO that are getting involved in esports, what does that do for the future of this?
That makes it more mainstream. Sure, the players, I mean, when we all first started, the players might have had more freedom, I guess you'd say, but you sacrifice certain things to get for the greater good. So with all those major companies coming in, it'll be mainstreamed, but that's better for our growth. It's better for the for the youth, for like the 13-year-olds that are coming up in a few years. They might have it way better than we have it now. You never know.
What are your thoughts about now esports starting to migrate to actual stadiums? We already had Staples Center this summer. They're going to be at a World Cup soccer stadium.
That's just insane. That's just something that you could never imagine something like that. A bunch of people showing up to the Staples Center where the Lakers win championships to watch people play a computer game. That's insane. Like, wrapping your mind around that's impossible. It really is.
We're also seeing a unique blend of sports and esports with your team owner. Can you talk a little about that?
Yep, our owner is Roger Saffold. He plays for the Rams. He went to one tournament. He went to a tournament last year at MLG Anaheim, and then he got hooked to it. It was so much fun for him. So he's our owner. He's our team owner. He's a really great guy. And like just people like him coming in. I don't know, before Gilbert Arenas, who used to play for the Wizards, was a part of it too. Was a part of the Halo scene. And just people like that coming in just adds legitimacy to the whole process.